Hi everybody, I'm Bree the Plant Lady, and today I am doing some August container revamps. Hopefully you watched the video all about my container gardens, and well, today I ran to Walmart because I wanted to buy plants and I needed conditioner. That's the only place I could figure that would have both. Their plant selection was not very good. In fact, almost everything was dead. However, I did find this one yellow mandevilla that I think was really pretty. And I think it'll look really nice mixed here with this purple calibrachoa. And then I decided to raid my greenhouse because, well, I always have a bunch of backup plants in my greenhouse. And I found this really cool purple leaf colocasia that my friend Erin Selby, who's the production manager at Plant Delights, gave me. I don't trust putting colocasias in the ground here. They run too much. However, I think it'll be a nice addition to this pot. But I have a couple of other containers that also I wanted to kind of revamp. So I decided to really pull the band-aid off and found actually a lot of cool stuff tucked away in my greenhouse, as one does. So I have some more, of course. I have some more turmeric from the grocery store. Just hadn't noticed that it actually did in fact start growing, and look, it's growing out of the pot. So this is a perfect plant to add to some of those existing pots. What else do I have? I have an aloe. That'll do really well in a lot more shade. And then I have this other succulent that I'm actually not totally sure what it is. I think it might be a type of euphorbia, but this will be a great spiller outer. So I figured, even though these are tender, when it comes time to be reevaluating the pots for the actual frost season, everything that's in them will basically be taken out. I'll be able to repot all of these tender succulents and then put them in the greenhouse to overwinter. So I'm just gonna get busy doing some replanting and take you along for the ride. I just have to show, I can't believe how well rooted this turmeric is. This is Olena White Curcuma longa from my friend Garrett in Hawaii. And I'm gonna go ahead for now, pop this in here, because I think it'll really help fill out this pot and make it all more interesting. I'm gonna put it more right in the middle, just like that. Oh yeah. All of a sudden, this container doesn't look so boring anymore. Well, as per usual, I've gotten completely distracted doing a million other things, but I really like how this turmeric from Hawaii is looking in this pot. And you know, I decided to leave the snapdragon in. For better or worse, I can always take it out later. But I've got some extra space in here, so I'm gonna go ahead and just plant some of these coleus that rooted in vases. And I think they're just gonna add the color that's really missing from these containers. The great thing is, this is in a lot of shade and I can keep these watered very easily. So I shouldn't really have any trouble getting these coleus established in this pot. That's always a trick. Sometimes putting these out in full sun can actually be really challenging, but in this case, I think this pot is sort of ideal. And as you can see over here, I just did a big cutback on this coleus. Hopefully that'll make keeping this pot watered a bit easier. And then over here, I ended up pulling out the snapdragon. I added a turmeric, and I also added that pencil succulent as the trailing element. And I think the pot looks significantly more interesting than it did prior to getting started. Well, the final step for all of these pots is to go ahead and give everything a good drink. You can go ahead and fertilize at this point. I'm gonna follow up and do some fertilizing with fish emulsion. I'm gonna go ahead and water all of my pots down with some fish emulsion. But you know, the ultimate thing with container gardening is the sky is the limit. You can grow anything you want, you can change it. That's, I think, what I love most about containers is the flexibility. And I'm really excited about how successful my experiments with turmeric and ginger have been this year. So I hope you'll be inspired to include those tropical tubers that you can buy from the grocery store in your containers in the future. Well, as always, thanks so much for watching and happy gardening, everybody.